Mortal Kombat 1 comes out, and only a couple of weeks ago, when I checked, there were more people playing Mortal Kombat 11 than they were playing Mortal Kombat 1. I want that to sink in, that there were more people playing Street Fighter 6 than they were playing Mortal Kombat 1. And like, I think that this is one of the reasons that now, as much as leftists on Twitter, okay, because there are leftists on YouTube that are actually normal and sane people, but on Twitter, there are many bizarre individuals which just flat out refuse to accept that sex sells. Like, for them, this is something that just doesn't exist. Like, it can't possibly happen. But look at it, right? Like, they're adding the old costume of Li Mei. And for no fucking reason, they're censoring it. Like, it is just so bizarre. There are gacha games out there. I want you to understand it. There are gacha games out there on your phone that have nothing besides sexuality going for them. They are making millions of dollars. They just show waifu, and people buy because waifu. It is not rocket science. This game is M for mature. Like, it is okay, you have gore in it, okay? This is not the type of game that you're going to discuss with your mother over Thanksgiving dinner. It is already a mature game. What are you doing? Why are you self-sabotaging like this? This is my favorite franchise. I grew up with it. And seeing that there are people within the game development, which are probably not even developers, it's probably like people in the middle management that are ideologically possessed, who are trying to self-sabotage the game for no reason whatsoever. You have a game where Johnny Cage can wear a fucking loincloth and show his chest. But this is too much, yes? And by the way, I'm not complaining about this. Like, this is like just like the camel that's breaking because I'm pretty sure that someone can clip this and take it out of context and say, oh my god, this troll is complaining about a costume. No, this is just the straw that's breaking the camel's back. This is just another example. It's just like one more. Like, if I were to go through all of the bad things that Mortal Kombat is doing, I would have to stay here for hours. Their demographic is teenage boys. The edgy people. That is who plays your game. There may be some women, but they're not your target audience. A game does not appeal to absolutely everybody, you ideologically possessed people. It doesn't work that way. And it doesn't need to. There are other games, okay? Like, for instance, just because I don't like 50 Shades of Grey doesn't mean that my entertainment has been taken away from me. There are other movies I can watch. You see, this is the benefit of capitalismus. People can have a choice. They can choose. Women do not play Mortal Kombat because I played multiplayer and I haven't found that woman yet. I'm sure it exists. I go around on YouTube videos. I'm trying to see who streams footage of fighting games. Overwhelmingly men. But for some reason, we have to believe that this is an evil thing. Oh my god, it caters to men. Oh, horrible. No, it's not. Okay? There should be products that cater exclusively to women, and there should be products that cater to men. Now there may be some people that prefer, there might be some men out there that like 50 Shades of Grey or that like Twilight, and that's fine. But to try to change the thing to benefit absolutely everyone, like if you think I can get my father or my grandmother to go see Twilight, you're out of your fucking mind. You can't make a product that benefits that. So if you make a product that's hyper-violent, most women do not like hyper-violence, okay? At least not the ones in Romania that I know. Usually they like character development, they like romance, like they're into other things, and that's fine. They don't have to like the same stuff that I do. And I don't have to like the same stuff that they do. It's called choice. It's called freedom of choosing. It's whatever. But my point is, this is for predominantly men, right? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you censoring this? Is there a teenage boy out there that's looking at this costume and it's like, ugh, horrible. It needs another belt. Oh my god, too much booba, too much titty. You need to cover it. And again, the male characters in the same video game are more naked than the women, which goes to show that there is a double standard. It's almost like the people in charge. I don't know. It's like this is what they like. Okay, so they're into homoeroticism. There's nothing wrong with being into homoeroticism. Like that's fine. But I do not understand why this is wrong then. Like why can't you be tolerant? Why can't you tolerate the stuff that you like is being tolerated? Why can't you tolerate this stuff as well? Why are you sabotaging your game to the point where you have to sell expensive DLC for $40 in order to make up with the losses? Like I have seen some costume packs in this game that are astonishingly expensive. And these people are leftists, right? The ideology that's supposed to care about the poor and the impoverished and the inclusivity. How the fuck are you being inclusive when you're charging like $40 for a couple of costumes? Huh? Poor people shouldn't have it? Like you need to pick and choose. Either you're a company that's into making money, and then it's like it's fine, and you're going to understand that you're making a mature game, so having characters that look like this is required, actually. Like, it gives you extra sales, and it makes the game work in your favor. Or, oh, you're into social justice and you're trying to push a message. Then you're not into making money. Then get your funding from me, from BlackRock, or whatever the fuck. And do not sell costumes for $40 DLC. There was like a controversy, I haven't really followed it, but they locked a couple of costumes behind the paywall. And it was something like incredibly ridiculous. Like you could buy an indie game, or you could buy an old game, an old title that's good, for the amount of cash that they were requiring. And it's like, then you're not leftist, okay? You need to pick and choose. That's what, I mean, going into the concept of hypocrisy is not even something that I should do at this point, because it's so self-evident. Like, if these people didn't have double standards, they would have no standards whatsoever. This is the shit that ChatGPT is doing right now. Like when you go to ChatGPT, and you're asking it to draw characters, almost every single female character that they draw is androgynous, and almost every single masculine character that they draw is hyper-masculine. And it's like, what the fuck do you have against femininity, right? Because like, if you're gender abolitionist, I would understand if the male would be androgynous too. But no, it's just the women. Like, this is what I noticed. Every single female character is androgynous. Every single male character looks like fucking He-Man. And I'm like, that's interesting. Can we have a conversation about it? No, of course not. Why should we? Why should we have a conversation about it? Like it is specifically targeting femininity. It's very interesting. Oh, but I wonder how the game developers look like. I would like to meet the creator of these characters, right? The artist that's responsible for character creation. The concept artist. It has a name. The concept artist. I would love to meet the concept artist who thinks that this is a good idea. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I know this from many other companies. Usually the concept artist is actually very good. Like, the concept artist can actually draw and understands what people want, because he's a human being as well. But the person on top of the concept artist is the problem. The person that has to green light. Because I know many artists and many companies, especially AAA, who are like making very beautiful and feminine characters, but then they're told to make them androgynous. And it's kind of funny, because I was talking with this artist who worked at Blizzard, and he was saying that he was very frustrated because of this. Like, his designs were constantly being shut down, and when he would show them on Twitter or on his social media, everyone would love them. And they were like, well, why isn't this in the game? So the reason he was frustrated is because he actually had a friend that was working there, and he was drawing male characters. He was drawing like these hyper-masculine dwarves and these muscle-packed orcs and taurens. And he had no problem with HR. Like, he had absolutely no problem with censorship. He could draw them with shirts. He could draw them without shirts. He could draw them in a fucking loincloth. No problem whatsoever. But the moment my artist friend drew a titty, even if it was covered, by the way, like, even if it was covered, no, we moved from that. We matured as a company now. We're maturing. Do people who aren't matured, like people who are 18, like teenagers, do they get to have some entertainment, or should they only play gacha games? Because I think like maybe that's why gacha games are so popular. It's not that sex sells, is that there's literally a desperation in the market to find some sort of cleavage. Because there's not anywhere. The only place where you can find it is on Twitch and OnlyFans and gacha games. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.